What's going on, everyone? It's Sean from Barbell Built Body, and today I'm talking about 3 things that if I could go back in time and change during my time racing as an elite cyclist, I would have. So, first one is I would have tried, as I was always struggling with my weight, not that I had poor body composition. I think I was, according to my bioelectrical impedance scale, I was single-digit body fat percentage when I was racing, right about 200 pounds though. So one of the things I would have tried would have been using more protein, increasing that and tracking it to see where I was at. But I don't think I ate nearly the amount of protein, at least to help with satiety, to possibly drop a few more pounds. I don't know if it would have worked, but I think that would have been something I would have liked to have done. Other 2 things, so protein, and tracking kind of macros and knowing how to at least kind of where my target macros should have been would have been helpful, because I only took 1 nutrition class in undergrad, and I honestly remember like nothing from it. So the last sports nutrition class I took was amazing, amazing professor. So we had that. The second thing would have been to include plyometrics and strength training. Now, being big, you're like, wait, you wanted to be bigger as an endurance athlete? So I would have done very low rep, high intensity, probably some squats, some deadlifts. Also worked on fixing muscular imbalances, so some single leg work too. But I would have kept obviously reps low, intensity high, and maybe even done some plyometrics just for that explosive power for sprinting, because I think while I had big legs, I definitely was not, my hops, my explosive power was, my peak power during sprinting was good, but I think if I could have been able to transfer some more by being able to recruit more motor units and increasing that neural drive would have been super helpful. So that would have been the second thing. The third thing, and I think this is crucial more so for the mental aspect, because when I quit, I was burnt out, and I spent a long time. I don't think I realized how much I didn't want to ride the bike for a couple of years, and it wasn't until last year that I started riding again. So there's about a 2-year gap with where I basically didn't really touch the bike at all. A few rides here and there. So with that, I would have taken 3 weeks to a month off the bike completely. When I was racing, I would do 2 weeks off, but I would still do ride the beach cruiser a few times a week. So I was still riding. I think I would have done a complete cross-training block. First of all, to completely mentally recover. I think that was a big issue for me last 2 years, is I really never throttled off the bike. And I think that did a number on me. So if I could have gone back, I definitely would have done a longer off season, because I think I had plenty of miles. I think I needed more recovery, and yeah. So those are 3 things. So tracking protein intake, probably would have tried to go up to close to a gram pound if I wasn't there, maybe a little bit above, just for the hunger to see if I could have dropped down any more weight. Like I said, not sure if it would have worked, but it would have been a good try. Second thing, including low rep, high rest, high intensity resistance training, for that neuromuscular adaptation to increase peak power and strength. And third would have been take that longer 3 week to a month completely off the bike, and during that time maybe have a week or 2 of total rest right at the end of the season, and then go into something like rowing, running, anything else, just to kind of really mentally refresh, because racing was January to September, first or second week of January to basically the first week of September. So it's an incredibly long season. Race most of the weekends. It wears you out. So that, for those of you who are really pushing and trying to get better, like I know I was, I think you got to look long-term sustainability, because I know clearly what I was doing was not sustainable, and I burnt out and I quit. Yeah, so I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about your training, feel free to reach out. Talk soon.